Hello and welcome back to Princess Evangile. Can I come too? You enjoy sweets? Well, I like black tea. Never used to, but well, I've got a real taste for it since coming to Venice's. Well, I suppose so. We won't stop anyone from coming, so help yourself. Sure. I cast a glare through the leaflet for the White Lily Society. I cast a glare through the leaflet that the White Lily Society was handing out, and explained the rules for woo with oof. Incidentally, it made a lot more sense to me once I looked up oof in the dictionary and learned that it meant egg. First, everyone had until the morning of the day before the dance, in other words tomorrow, to hide the Easter egg containing their name. The eggs can only be hidden outside and could be hidden anywhere on the grounds, and at the same time it was recommended to keep them close by to avoid anyone getting left out by hiding one's egg too far afield. The search would begin at 3 o'clock. The May Festival began at 5 o'clock when people would eat a light meal prepared by the school, or, well, this year, take tea in the Rose Garden. At 8 o'clock was the start of the main event, the soirée de danse. So where should I hide it? I had the leaflet in one hand and the Easter egg with my name on it in the other. It was made out of plastic, painted with colourful geometric shapes. Really, it was very beautiful. I'd placed the strip of paper with my name inside it, and now I had to hide it somewhere on school grounds. It was fun to imagine who might end up finding it. Oh, come in. That was strange. Who could it be? What is it? Hey, there's something I wanted to ask you. Yeah? Where were you thinking of hiding your Easter egg? Huh? I remembered a conversation after class. Wasn't giving out that information taboo. Don't get the wrong idea, it's not that I want to know. It's just, I don't know where to hide mine. Huh? You don't know? Chio nodded. I just got here last year, I don't know what a good place would be. But if you don't know, then, well, I'm not going to be much more help. That's true. Wouldn't it be better to ask Ruruku-san? Right. I'm still thinking. I mean, what would be a good place? I mean, you can't hide it anywhere too out of the way. Well, I'll have plenty of time to think. Bye! Oh, right. You idiot. Yeah, that was incredibly unsubtle of her. Come in! That was strange, 2 visitors in one night. Salutations, Messiah-san. Have you decided where you're hiding your Easter egg? Oh, not yet. I see. Well then, I could help you if you'd like. Help me? Well, it's just you're still unfamiliar with Venice's, aren't you? Yeah. Which means you probably can't think of a proper hiding place, so I thought I might help you find one. What do you think? Well... What? Well, I think you'd be better off helping out Chio. Chio-san? Yeah, she wasn't sure where to put hers either. It's only been a year since she came to Venice's after all. Oh. Wait a minute, how do you know about that? Oh, about 30 minutes ago, Chio came to talk to me about it. Ah, I see. But I think I want to figure it out for myself. Thanks, though. Bye. Rat. Well, this is almost certainly going to be Ruriku, isn't it? Huh? Oh, there really are a lot of them tonight. Come in! Oh god, it's her. Salutations? Konomi-chan? Wait, aren't intermediary students in a different building? It's not yet past curfew. Well, that's true. Can I help you? Messiah-san. No, I will refer to you appropriately as the Tarantator Serpent. Huh? Where do you intend to hide your Easter egg? I understood what she was asking, but I didn't understand why she did it so threateningly. Well, given that her sole motivation appears to be protecting... what's her name? This is obviously an attempt to avoid... She probably wants to take my egg and chuck it over a fence or something. My question's against the rules, I understand that. But even so, I must secure your Easter egg for myself. Are you saying... What? You want to dance with me? Oh, come on, seriously? I know you're a goddamn moron, but this is ridiculous. What are you talking about? At last she looked up, and her face was bright red and spit flew from her mouth as she spoke. That's not true, absolutely not true. What I'm trying to say is... Ah! The door to the next room opened. Konami, what's all the noise about? Ah! Masaya-san, you aren't doing anything untoward, are you? No. The first-year girl in the next room spat out the sarcasm-laced words, and closed the door before I could even answer. Look, as you can see, this is kind of bothering the neighbours. Ah, yes, that's a good point. Okay, bye. Ah, that's right. I wonder why she wanted to know. My guess, she wanted to pitch it over a fence. I opened the door again to ask her, but she was long gone. Oh well. Coming. Ah, Konami, what are you doing here at this hour? Forgive me, Wanasama. What? I intended to protect you, but... Wait a moment. Come inside first. Now, what's all this about? You never gave me context for anything, so I don't know what's the matter. Oh, with regards to the soirée de danse? Yes. I attempted to ask Masaya-sama where he intended to hide his Easter egg, but I couldn't retrieve the information. Are you that interested in dancing with Masaya-sama? What are you talking about, Wanasama? Well, that's the only thing I can think of. Why else would you want to do it? I did it for you, Wanasama! What do you mean? Well, you know, I wanted to prevent... the off chance that it might fall into your hands instead. You worry too much, Konami. But... Well, it's true that I don't especially like dancing with men, but... Wanasama, have you danced with a man before? Where? Oh, no. Well, no, I haven't necessarily experienced it myself. I can just imagine that is how I would feel. Yes, I can understand that. Anyway, rules are rules, and they've already been decided, so I intend to follow them. That is true, Wanasama. You've always been very strict about following the rules. Very well, I shall approach Wu with Oof in accordance with the rules. Good. At any rate, if I find it first, there won't be any problem, so I can promise you I will find it first. How can Konami? This school is weird. After breakfast on the day of the May Festival, I finally hid my Easter egg. From the snippets of conversation I heard over the meal, it sounded like most people had taken care of theirs the day before. And as a member of the White Lily Society, I was happy to hear so many people talking about Woo with Oof. I just hope they all have fun with it. Nice hat. I will admit I like that hat. Masaya-san, salutations. Good morning. You still haven't grown accustomed to salutations, have you? Not quite. I got used to making the sign of the cross before I eat, though. Well, it can hardly be helped. Even if you hear it on television, it's not a common phrase. Yeah. By the way, what does salutations mean? Well, I was going to say it's a rather decent pub near me, but unfortunately it's this really weird situation. The Salutation, which used to be a really good pub slash really good place to get a decent Sunday lunch, has changed owners about 10-15 times in the past 4 or 5 years. It's getting kind of ridiculous. The last rumour we heard is that the current owners actually want to knock it down and turn it into housing, which, given where it is very, very silly, but regardless. Well, it doesn't have any particular meaning, it's just a method of greeting. I suppose that's true. But it makes it rather easy. It's suitable for any occasion, after all. Yeah, that's true. And it was true that I heard salutations used in a lot of different situations. You didn't make mistakes when you were little, Monsieur-san. Say good evening at night and such? That is what you say at night. Ah. Do you still have to hide your Easter egg, Ruriko-san? No, I finished that yesterday. At the moment I'm going to the bread workshop, pick up my freshly baked bread. Coo! Coo! On hearing the word bread, Pantabel squealed happily. The Red Rose Society went to such pains to arrange the tea party I thought it might offer it to them. Oh, that's nice. I prefer bread to sweets. I hope you let me have some. Of course. Well, I will take my leave now, Monsieur-san. Please try to find my Easter egg, won't you? Oh, sure. I parted ways with Ruriko and continued on to my destination. The path actually had a name. Herotai Shaman, meant narrow road. In actuality, though, it wasn't that narrow. I heard it was a reference to the Bible, but I wasn't sure. There might be too many of them. I thought about hiding it in a tree, but there were too many ginkgos. It seemed unlikely that anyone would find it there. I turned back around and hid it in a large cherry tree instead. That one seemed possible to find, though I didn't know for sure if the ladies of Venice's were into climbing trees. I took a glance around the area. For a second I thought I saw someone duck behind a building. Was that just my imagination? I couldn't imagine someone so desperate to see where I was hiding my egg that they would stalk me. I don't know, Konami, because I can't... How do you pronounce it? Konami? Konami? Whatever. She seemed pretty psychotically obsessed. You know, she really is the kind of person who would just dive in front of her if she heard a car backfire, assuming that someone was trying to assassinate her, isn't she? I never thought this chance would fall into my lap. The Will with Oof rules didn't say anything about not watching someone hide their egg. And to the contrary, yesterday I saw a number of strange interactions that looked like people hinting to their chosen one about their egg's location. So this is certainly not against the rules. Right, now I'll ensure that One-Osama doesn't run into any trouble. At 3 o'clock, the students began pouring out of the Thousand Leaves dormitory. The search was about to begin at 3, and everyone was eager to be the first one out. It looks like Woo with Oof was a big success. Yes. Look at them run. Oh, it's unseemly. The May Festival only comes once a year. Let them have their fun. Very well. There were a lot of things that had surprised me since coming to Venice's. One of those was the fact that nobody ever ran. Went without saying in the halls, but even if they got outside, they always walked at a leisurely pace. It was a curious sight that clashed with my personal ideas of daily life. This was the first time I'd seen anyone running outside gym class. It really seemed like they were having fun. Although I don't think that running will change the results. I don't know where they are after all. No, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Huh? From my own observations, it seemed like a lot of people spied upon the person they were after. Unlike asking the person, that wasn't against the rules. I believe that's why it's become a race. That's true? Monsieur-san, did you feel any eager eyes upon you yesterday? No way, not me. Well, I only hit it a little while ago anyway. Did anyone see you do it? I don't think so. Oh well. I'd hate for you to end up a wallflower, so I'll try to track it down later. As will I. As the person who brought you here, I feel some responsibility. Salutations. And I will join them. I do want to make you my first, Monsieur-san. Popularity is a fine thing, Monsieur-san, but try not to disrupt Venice's public morality. Right. I believe that I will try to find one myself. Salutations. Bye. The others started leaving, until it was just me and Konami-chan. Seriously, Konami? I think it's Konami, but I keep saying Konami. I thought that she would leave right away, but she remained, just standing there. And I wondered what she wanted. Konami-chan, What? What was the... Sorry. What was that? Do not call me Chan! Oh, yeah, right. Well, what is it then? Is there anyone in particular you're after? How could you say that? One-sama, of course. Ah, Ritsuko-chan. She glared at me. Salutations were apparently not the only thing I couldn't get used to around here. Shouldn't you be going then? Ritsuko is very popular after all. I don't need you to tell me that. But there's something else I need to do first. Oh? Someone you love even more than Ritsuko-chan? Why would you assume that? Of course not! Right. I decided that it was better not to say anything else. Well, I'm going then. Bye. She is completely mad. I'd intended to go searching for eggs, but well, I gradually became more interested in the fate of my own egg. Rai-san, Chio, Ryuko-san had all expressed interest in finding it. There's no use standing watch over it, but even so, I found myself headed for the big cherry tree. Ah, what I saw there almost made me jump from surprise. There was a student climbing the tree, and she was moving so fast that she had to know it was there. Apparently I hadn't just imagined someone watching me hide it after all. She's heading right for my egg too, which means therein lay the reason for my shock. It really was a girl who was desperate to dance with me? I felt a pounding in my chest. Who could it be? I squinted. This time I jumped for real. Oh, no way. The words escaped my lips. The girl was Konomi-chan. Yeah, well, that was blindingly obvious. Has he really not figured out why she's doing it? Whoa. I went full Keanu Reeves for a second there. Whoa. Anyway, I hid behind a tree, and it would look suspicious if anyone saw me, of course. Konomi-chan didn't look especially good at climbing trees. Even from a distance, I could tell that she was struggling. It was hard to believe that she wanted to dance with me that badly. She doesn't, you moron. I was touched. Even more so since I thought that she hated me. Oh, bloody hell. I held back my feelings of gratitude as I watched Konomi-chan climb. After a great effort, Konomi-chan made it up and secured my Easter egg. I was about to leave before I was discovered, but I stopped. Konomi-chan was looking at the ground in fear. She had a hard time climbing too. I started to think that she might not be able to get back down. I couldn't just let it go unattended, so I started to approach while remaining in her blind spot. And just as I predicted, she started to tremble. Ah! And she let out a small cry and started shaking while looking down at the ground below. I knew it would look bad if I came out now, but, well, this was hardly the time to worry about that. Konomi-chan. I came around to the bottom of the tree, called out to her as calmly as I could. Ah! You can't get down, can you? Her lips trembled for a few moments, then she nodded violently. Yes, that's true. I'm quite afraid of heights and... Ah! You have a chorophobia. You really wanted to dance with me that badly, huh? What are you talking about? It was true. Konomi-chan's eyes were full of tears. Okay, wait a minute, I'll ask a teacher to bring a ladder. No, don't go! What? I'm afraid. Look, I know you are, but... Anyway, anytime I look at the ground, I feel the strength start draining from my body. Hang on. Frightened out of my wits, I returned to the base of the tree. Okay then, close your eyes. I'm too scared, I can't. What should I do? She might really fall while I was away. I understand. I'll catch you then. Ah! I confirmed my position and held out both my arms. Come on, Konomi-chan. You can't be serious. Her lips trembled again and her face drained of colour, and she gripped tighter to the branch as if holding on for dear life. Is it just me, or the way I'm voicing these lines making him sound like a sarcastic dick? Because it was the, don't worry, I'll catch you. Oh, sorry, missed. That's probably because I realise what she's up to and he hasn't, because he's an idiot. The branch wasn't very large, and I could hear a slight cracking sound, but Konomi-chan didn't seem to notice it. Konomi-chan, hurry? I called to her using my calmest voice so that she wouldn't panic, but she just shook her head. Oh, I don't have a choice in that case. Konomi-chan, just trust me! Like before, I decided to appeal to emotion. Are my eyes the eyes of someone you can't trust? Ah! Eek! Don't look! Ah! I'm gonna get pregnant! Ah! Oh, please, you have to calm down. Snap. Funk. Oh yeah, and she's... how old? Seriously, how old is she? Given that she clearly has no working knowledge of sex, I'm going to and she's clearly in the lower portion. Because I'm not entirely sure how their schooling system's working, but I would assume she's probably in the 12, 13 age range. So yeah, upskirt shot on her. Really nice, guys. Thank goodness. Phew. I let out the breath that I'd been holding in, and for a moment it felt like my heart had stopped. Are you hurt? No. It occurred to me that this was the first time that we'd really looked each other in the eyes. As I held her light body in my arms, I was struck by how pretty she really was. And I'm now back creeped out. Thanks for that. Nice work, Masaya-san. Tammy-san. I've been watching the whole time. I could tell Mignon Coupe was up to something weird. If you were watching, you really should have called for help. If it was just me here, I would have, but I trusted you. You know, I was really panicking back there. Sure, fine, but I got a great shot of the moment she fell, so it all works out, right? The camera skills were, well, as amazing as usual. Hey, is that an Easter egg? Tammy-san knelt down, picked up an egg from the ground. Ah, that's... aha! The ever-observant Tammy-san gave a light nod. Mignon Coupe is always chasing her beloved Wanasami. This must be Bella Pines. Mind if I look? Let's see. What? Hey! Masaya-san, this is your egg. Yeah. Wow! Oh, wow, wow! As Konomi-chan shrugged my arms, Tammy-san stared at her in disbelief. I knew something was odd when I saw you climbing that tree. After all, there's no one here who could hide it somewhere like that. But you were moving like you knew something was there. I was starting to wonder if Ritsuko was more eccentric than I thought. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, so it was Masaya-san. Well, climbing trees is kind of a boy thing. And it wasn't by chance either. Konomi-chan was sure that your egg was up there. Can we please change the background image? It's getting annoying. This is a scoop! This is a huge scoop! And there she goes. Wow, Tammy-san's really into her work. Since I was holding her in my arms, Konomi-chan's face was close to mine, and even just talking forced us to look straight into each other's eyes. And then... her face turned bright red. Belatedly, I felt the heat pass through my body. I was touching her bare skin after all. Sorry, I've been holding on to all this. No! Scratch, scratch, scratch. Ow, ow, ow! She clawed wildly at my face and I was forced to release her. Hey! Oh, you okay? Did you twist your ankle up? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get pregnant! Hey now. Oh, what's the matter with me? In that moment when he caught me and my face was pressed so close to Masaya-sama's, I felt a tightness in my chest and my knees buckled and then when he touched my hand it was so warm. Oh, what is it? What is the meaning of it all? I've never felt this way before. What is it? It's called a crush. Happens to all of us. I know what it is. This is the sorcery of the Tarantator serpent. I still don't know why we feel the need for those sort of splash screens, because they're what, about halfway through each chapter? When it came to her scoops and her extras, Tammy-san worked fast. Well, maybe Masaya-sama is more capable than I thought. Yeah, he looks really strong. The girls were all reading the newspaper. Look at that picture. If you don't mind me tooting my own horn here, I'd say I'm pro level. Sorry. The phrase tooting my own horn just reminds me of university. One of my friends from university had his quote-unquote sex horn. Which, that's not what you think. It was literally a small horn that one of his friends had given him as a gift. And the idea was, every time he actually had sex, he was supposed to blow on it. I have no idea what it sounds like. He never had a cause to blow it while I was living with him. I lived with him for 3 years. The other unofficial rule was that nobody else was allowed to blow it, otherwise they had to, well, blow him, frankly. Yes, I lived with some very immature people. The joys of bizarre university life. Kinda miss that. It is very well taken. Excuse me, Monsieur-san, what exactly is going on here? Huh? Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? You know. Do I? It's curious. Aren't you eager to see Monsieur-san's approval rating rise? It's your rising tide policy, I believe. That's true, but... It really is well taken, though. She lowered the paper and turned her gaze back to me. You do have a tendency for excellent timing. You aren't calling Tammy-san in advance for these things, are you? Tammy-san cut in before I could respond. Did you forget my title, Mitsuku-san? Nothing escapes the gaze of the somber scanner. That is true. But, well, what I was trying to say was... Oh? And what were you saying before? What was it? Monsieur-san, you didn't tell her, did you? That's right. I was wondering about that myself. What? You mean, did I tell Konomi-chan? Yeah. Shio rapped the paper against the table. After all, you hid it all the way up in that tree, and she found it immediately. It's weird, isn't it? Rather than him telling her, it may be that Konomi saw him hiding it there. Yeah, well, that's what I think happened. I wasn't lying, but Raisen and Chio seemed unsatisfied. That's right, the real shocker is Konami. I can't believe she would betray Ritsuko this way. That's not it! Ah, you were listening on us. Mitsuko-sama, please don't say such awful things in front of Mawana-sama. Yes, I beg your pardon. But then what's this really all about? We were all shocked by it. All eyes turned to her, and Konomi-chan's already petite body shrank even further as her face turned red. You filthy tyrannosaurus serpent! I'm gonna cleave you in half after all! Well, okay, how is this my fault? Don't shift blame, please. Konomi-chan looked momentarily abashed, then immediately straightened and turned back to Ritsuko-chan. What-a-sama, you know what I was trying to do, don't you? Yes, you did tell me after all. What was she trying to do? Well... Sorry, can anybody hear that in the background? Sorry, somebody... Car alarm? House alarm? An alarm of some description went off outside, but it's going off now. Don't think it was anything important, it just distracted me for a sec. I listened to Ritsuko-chan's explanation and felt my shoulders slump. Oh, so that's all it was. Disappointed? Well, can't deny that. Look, it's just better than having her hate me, that's all. Why are you making excuses for something no one even said? Really? Why did you think I was doing it? Konomi-chan averted her eyes, her face red. And it seemed like for Konomi-chan, averting her eyes was her way of glaring at me. Well, it's what I wrote down right here. Love in bloom? What were you thinking? Do you really think it was that strange a thought? She obviously hated you. She pretty much said that she would do exactly that. How thick are you? Konomi, kindly control yourself. You've been yelling this entire time. Besides, regardless of the conditions, the fact is that Masaya-san has saved you. Now what do you say to someone who's done you a service? Well... It's okay, I don't really need. No, your feelings on the matter are irrelevant, it's simple common decency. Right. Yes. Thank you, Masaya-sama. Oh, well... But I'm still not going to let my guard down around that sorcery of yours. What sorcery? Now I know with even more certainty that I need to protect Wanisama. Right, with her insanity reaching critical mass, I think that's a reasonable point to end this part, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next.